Hi Taurus. So I'm going to do your September video way before many other signs because you guys have more views on the August video than there are subscribers on this channel. And that's amazing. So thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. I'm coming up on 1 year of having this channel on YouTube. And you guys have always been like my biggest supporter. And I've always said, you know, when I need some kind of like comfort or healing myself, I wrap myself in Taurus energy. And I'm feeling that today. Not that I need the comfort of the support. I mean, that's always welcome to have that kind of comfort. But, you know, like I said in August, you guys are just kind of everywhere right now. And it's nice to see that you guys are like out and about and doing things. And I know that it feels very slow going with things because Uranus went into retrograde. It was like this really big push that you guys had. You were kind of forced into a lot of changes and just kind of like a push forward. And then the universe was like, oh, but wait, now we're going to go into retrograde and I want you to learn what you need to learn with all of this. And then we're going to give you another push again. So Uranus is going to be retrograde until January. It goes back into Aries for a little bit and then it'll come back into your sign again. So all of the early Taurus birthdays in April are really feeling this a lot now. If you're like somewhere between 0 and 6 degrees of Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, you're really feeling that like back and forth, that do I go or do I stop? Do I go? Do I stop? Well, and other planets have been in retrograde as well. Mars goes direct on the 27th. Mercury is already direct. We have the full moon in Pisces, which is a very creative energy. So you might feel a lot of creative energy as we move into September. So let's see what the cards have for you. I did recognize, I don't even know why, because I don't always watch the videos that I do, but I rewatched the August video that I did for you guys, and I said the word don't a lot. And I'm like, why was it wasn't in like a harsh kind of way or mean or any, you know, like I wasn't trying to lecture. I felt like it sounded like I was lecturing you, and that's not what I was trying to do. Nobody commented on it. It was just something that I noticed myself that I was like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want you guys to think that I was lecturing you in any way, shape, or form. The Virgo energy right now, although very grounded, it is very strict and structured. So it's interesting how I was very, like, I don't want you to think, I don't want you guys to think that I was sitting there lecturing you. Yes, I'm a Virgo, but I even have a hard time in Virgo season with Virgo energy because I have so much more fire in my chart, and it's kind of difficult sometimes for me to navigate Virgo energy. So even Virgos have a difficult time with Virgos. Welcome to my world. If you're feeling like you do need to structure things in your life, or you're feeling a little bit more strict about your health, eating better, really listen to that this season, because that's what Virgos really are all about. Taking care of yourself, being a little bit more healthy, getting things structured, making lists, making plans, and just kind of getting ready to, you know, Virgo's all about getting ready for the harvest, getting ready for Libra season, making sure that everybody's going to be fed and fed well and taken care of. So if that's something that you're really feeling right now, go with it. Instead of, if you're feeling that very slow energy, like everything's happening in slow motion, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing right now, try and take on the planning mode instead of feeling like you have to act on things. Just do the planning behind the stuff that you want to do, stuff you want to achieve, right? The Wheel of Fortune is the first card that came out. Lucky, lucky Taurus. But how are you feeling about that Wheel of Fortune? Is this something that feels a little too good to be true? Is this a karmic lesson that you're now recognizing you needed to learn? And the High Priestess. 2 major arcanas for September. Sorry, I'm like already burping, which we all know when I burp, I'm channeling pretty big. So, intuition is heightened. I kind of feel like you guys are keeping to yourself with whatever it is that you're feeling pretty good about. It's almost, but there's this hesitancy. There's a hesitancy around the Wheel of Fortune. Like, it is too good to be true. Or whatever lessons that you've had to learn, you're recognizing that you've had to learn it, but you're not letting other people in on. It's almost like you guys are saying, I'm not letting people in on the joke. I'm not going to let people in on it. It's my little secret. I'm going to keep this to myself. I'm not going to say anything. And why? And it's probably because you're really not sure. And this is where the planning stages of Virgo season come into play. Because if you're not really sure what it is, I'm standing, by the way. If I'm like moving a lot, it's because I'm standing up. I can't, the chair that I have here is just not comfortable. So we're going to stand. And I'm super short, so I can do that. Stand at a counter and still be able to not have to hunch over. So the 7 of Cups. And I think this is why you're kind of keeping to yourself with things. And this could be in this doesn't have to be relationship. This could be in work. This could be in family relation. This could just be something that you're doing, almost like a project that you've been working on or something that you've been doing for a while. And you're just like not really sure if it's going to pan out. It's feeling like it's going to, but there is a hesitancy around that. I want you to ease your mind if you possibly can ease your mind in Virgo season. You know, being analytical is like the #1 Virgo trait. So, but with the, 6 of Swords, even if this feels too good to be true, or even if it feels like whatever plans you're making or whatever things that are working out in your favor, even if it feels like it's too good to be true or you're not quite sure how it's going to work. Sorry, my glasses are really glaring pretty bad. I don't feel like you're going to come right out and tell everybody what your plans are or the things you're doing. You could be dealing with a Pisces person with the High Priestess here and all this water energy, and you're not really sure how to, what's going to happen with that. But the 6 of Swords is kind of asking you to just ease your mind a little bit, that things are probably going to turn out much better than you think they are. And I can kind of shrug my shoulders about it because you guys, that's the thing is, yes, the energy is moving very, very slowly. And this is why I kind of want you to ease your mind, because I have a feeling that you'll have a tendency to look back into the past and see the things with the 5 of Cups that didn't work out before, or you tried this before, whether it's a relationship or a new job or a new path. It's like you've tried this before, and that's probably why you're not sure if it's going to turn out very well this time around. It's like you've been here before. And in September, if you're feeling like, because I've noticed with a lot of people, not just myself, but I'm almost having a mirroring effect from last year. Like there's a lot of karmic stuff that is now kind of coming to the end of its cycle. It started last year, but I'm noticing the timeline is creepy in a way that it's like maybe a month removed, but it's almost like the same things are happening, but it's coming up again so I can do it differently this time. And I feel like that's what's happening with you guys. It's like the wheel is turning, and now you get the opportunity to kind of look back and see what didn't work in the past and change it. Whether that's in your relationships, whether that's in your money management, and that's kind of what Virgo season does. It brings things to the forefront and it says, okay, if you didn't like how this worked out in the past, let's look at it in a more clear, mentally clear, Six of Swords, mental clearness, instead of being in the Seven of Cups like, I don't know what the F to do. I don't know. And that's why I kind of feel like you guys are keeping to yourself, because there's, whether it's a mirroring effect or whether it's something that didn't work out in the past and it's kind of coming up again, it's giving you an opportunity to do it differently. Learn the lesson. Why didn't it work out before? And this doesn't even have to be from like last year. It could be from like years ago. That's what retrograde planets do. That's what Uranus is going to do. And this could be stuff that before Uranus moved into your sign, what were the things that you were working on and doing and they didn't pan out? I mean, just kind of think about what kind of mirroring effect is happening for you this September during Virgo season. What is it that's coming up again? Because to me, the feeling with the Wheel of Fortune is like, it's too good. You know, if something is going to work out for me, it's like way too good to be true. So, wow. All right. Oh, the rest of your reading came out. So if there's some kind of communication with a fire sign, there's a lot of clarity that's coming. And I almost feel like there's like this cutting off of, and it doesn't have to be a fire sign. This could actually either be a Leo in your life or it could be you kind of taking on this fiery quality. I don't see that. I feel like it's another person in your life. Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords. So there's some kind of communication or movement forward or something that's happening that's becoming very truthful to you, very clear in the direction that you need to go. Some kind of truth is coming. I feel like, because with the Page of Swords, to me, this is always for me saying, be brutally honest with yourself. Whatever that communication was that came in with the Eight of Wands, or whatever direction that was kind of like an aha moment, like, oh, that's where I'm supposed to go with this. And if it has to do with a fire sign or any sign, but you know, we have the King of Wands and the Sun here, it could be a Leo, but there's some kind of communication that's coming in, and it's like that aha moment. And this could be why you're kind of keeping things a little bit secret, because you want it to work out this time. It was so confusing before in the past, and things didn't seem like it was like they were going to happen in any way, shape, or form. I'm feeling very work related here. There's a lot of work feelings for me here, and which I'm not surprised about. Virgo is the sign of service and work as well. So if you guys are really focused on your work right now, if this is a relationship, I do feel like there's some very truthful information coming in that's going to bring you a lot of clarity, either from a fire sign, could be a Pisces also. Let's see what the Wheel of Fortune is. Let's clarify some of these things, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck. What is the Wheel of Fortune? Whoa. Whoa. All right, that was too many, but I liked what came out. I'll show you. That was one of the cards, the World. there were like 10 cards that flew out. So, but the Emperor was the one that really flew out on the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost like you're getting a chance. You could be dealing with an Aries also with this fire sign. But it's almost like you guys are getting a redo. And now you get to control how the redo happens. It's like you're getting a second chance to just redo something in your life that you're kind of feeling like was a missed opportunity. You are keeping it to yourself, Taurus. So I have the Four of Cups on the High Priestess. And I don't feel like you're keeping secrets. I just don't feel like you're letting people know. You're kind of taking a time out. If you're in planning stages for something, or you are moving forward in a lot of your efforts, I do feel like you're keeping all of these plans to yourself. You're not letting everybody know. And I think it's because with the Seven of Cups, you're not entirely sure how it's going to play out. And it's almost like I don't want to jump the gun and let everybody know the plans before the plans are hashed out. Sorry if I'm like giving away all of your secrets right now to the whole world. But I do feel like you guys are in planning mode, which I'm honestly so not surprised about with it being Virgo season. Okay, so we got 3 cards on the Seven of Cups. And exactly, the Three of Pentacles, planning mode. 9 of Cups, everything you planning for your future, planning for your wants and your desires and your hopes and dreams, right? And then the Page of Wands. And I feel like, and to me, the Page of Wands is like the minor arcana of the High Priestess. Because this is really, but this is almost like you wanting to give the messages, but you're just not quite ready yet. Like, I'm going to plan my stuff. I'm going to plan what I want to do in life. And I really feel like that is the biggest thing. Is you guys are, you're like tired of doing for everybody else and really wanting to have that change within you. And Uranus is what made you feel that. And now that it's in retrograde, it's like, but I was just getting used to being pushed forward. And now I'm feeling like everything's slowed down. It's okay. It's planning time. It's okay to have slowed down. You know, usually you guys like welcome that calmer pace, right? But right now, because it was kind of pushed onto you to speed things up a little bit, and now it was taken away from you. And I think another part of this totally makes sense now, the Six of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. There's a fear that that stability isn't going to be there. And I think that that was kind of the regret in the past. It's like, if things didn't work out in the past, I kind of want you to believe that they'll work out in the future. You're moving away from all of the chaos and all of the rejection and all of the disappointment and the denial and all of that stuff that you kept on putting into your brain, whether it was real, whether it's happening or not. You kept on like building yourself up that things weren't going to work out and things weren't going to work out and things weren't going to work out. And now that they're starting to work out, or you're kind of seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, it's like, I am hoping you don't go, my phone keeps on buzzing. Sorry, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sorry, usually I put this on Do Not Disturb before I even start. And I didn't. My apologies, but you guys don't even care. So my hope is that you don't go back into the, it's not going to work out because it didn't work out before. Because I'm telling you that there's actually a much brighter future than what you're feeling right now. So the Five of Cups. Oh, see? The Queen of Pentacles. So you guys, it's almost like your disappointments from the past are making you feel like this Wheel of Fortune is too good to be true. You know? And this could be you, or it could be somebody else. Maybe there's another earth sign in your life. We've talked about that before. And you could either be disappointed in another earth sign, or just that something didn't work out with an earth sign, or just in general, you guys are just kind of like, damn, you know, is it really going to work out in my favor this time? And I want to say that I'm feeling like it is. But you really have to also believe that it's going to yourself. And I feel like you're taking the much needed steps. To me, September is not an action-oriented month for you guys. It's really like this Four of Cups and the High Priestess are saying, it's really a sit back and plan kind of time. And not in an apathetic, woe is me, things aren't going to work out kind of way. More in a, I'm just going to sit here and do my own thing. What is this communication? I feel like your video is going to be way longer than any of the other ones. What is the Eight of Wands? I just want to find out what the Eight of Wands is. And then the King of Wands. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck going into October. Yeah, planning. And this is that communication coming in about whatever it is that you're planning or you're wanting to see happen. And I want you to be super honest with yourself about what you want to come out of this. I'm actually super excited for you guys because I think a lot of things are becoming much more clear for you in a lot of different ways. So the King of Wands, who is this King of Wands? Whoa. Yeah. Nine of Swords. So there's definitely, this is the clarity that you're getting. If there's a person in your life that keeps on dragging you down and down and down and down, could be a Leo energy, could be an Aries energy, but it's almost, it's like you're having to really get past this. This is the kind of energy that's going to stop you from imagining how good that Wheel of Fortune can really be. That Nine of Swords with the King of Wands. Let's see what the Sun is really quick, and then I'll look at the bottom of the deck. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Because it's clear that you want more from this person, and you're not really getting it. And you know that you're not going to get it because they just keep on putting you in the Nine of Swords state. I think this person has been around for a while. We've talked about the fire sign for quite some time. All right, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Swords. There's that Leo energy again. Strength. Five of Swords. King of Cups. Temperance. And the Two of Cups. Okay. So if there, I feel like going into October, you're going to be met with some discord, some stuff that's really going to make you feel like, like you're going to just have to be strong through it. And it could be because you did pull yourself back in September, that now, like, going into October, everybody's like, all right, Taurus, where have you been? Why aren't you showing up? Could be a water sign that's making you feel a little bit deceived. Or you're not really sure how to feel about this water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. and then Temperance and the Two of Cups. So the balance is coming. Whatever relationship, whatever connection this is, we also have the Two of Swords. And I feel like you're kind of making a decision on what to do. Could be with a Sagittarius. So we have all the fire sign energies here. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But I feel like you're like looking into the past and trying to balance out the energies of the Two of Cups. What is it that you want in a connection? What is it that you're looking for in a connection? And knowing, I mean, I feel like you're cutting people out of your life, and you're being strong enough to do that. And you're doing that, you're almost doing it in a very diplomatic way. Like, you're not even you're using more logic than you are feelings when it comes to it. You're like, listen, I can't deal with that anymore. I sat and I rested and I thought about it all through September, and now it's October, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm done. Whether it's a water sign, a fire sign, another earth sign, whoever. I don't even care who it is. But whoever it is that this connection in your life, you want to have the Two of Cups connection. You don't want to have that connection that's going to bring the animosity and the discord and the arguing and the fighting. You're moving away from that. You're moving into something much more stable in your life. And that's really what Uranus is doing for you. It's like removing everything that made you very unstable. And it's doing it whether you like it or not. It's doing it without you having any effort in it whatsoever. It's bringing the good things into your life. And that's the thing, is if you're not recognizing how Uranus is removing things and bringing good stuff into your life in its place, I want you to start to allow that energy to happen. So when there is discord in your life, really recognize it and say, I don't need to deal anymore, because you have so many amazing things happening, Taurus, so many amazing things happening. And to have the chatter around you that's constantly going and going and going and always asking more and more and more of you, no more. Taurus isn't doing that anymore. You know? I mean, you're always going to be a sign of giving. You always have been. But when it comes down to it, that's why you guys are taking time out for yourself in September. Because you know ultimately what it is that you want in your life and what you want to see in your life. And if you don't have it right now, that's something that's you're really going to be striving for in October. I like it. Now I need to try and figure out what to name this video, because there are so many awesome things. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for being awesome supporters. I don't have a lot of announcements other than if you want to get like a soulmate, the soulmate reading by signs, that's on Vimeo now. You can go to my Vimeo on demand channel, or you can still order them off of my website. I don't have the September ones done yet, but I do still have August up. And yeah, if you want a personal reading, you can also go to my website, fearlessintuition.net. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful September. Bye.